So I woke up this morning and a lot of people are talking about the Justin Downing situation, converting to Islam out of atheism. Everybody's talking about it. So now I'm going to really talk about it.
I'm not dead, fuckers. I am the Cum Lord. Nacho Sushi. Who the fuck is that?
What's up, you heathens and demons, you sinners and saints? Welcome back to the Raging Atheist. I'm your boy Nakasuchi. Today is a different kind of video. Today I'm going to be making a video about something that I don't really think my opinion is very important on, but people are talking about it, and something happened this morning that I really want to talk about. So yesterday in my stream, I talked a little bit about Justin Downing converting it to Islam and how it's not hypocritical that some atheists are going after him for it. Now, I haven't been one of those atheists. I haven't had really a bad thing to say about his conversion. I haven't witnessed it. I don't know the particulars of it. I just find it a bit silly. And I also find it harmful to the actual cause that we as atheists are here espousing that we're fighting, which is normalizing atheism. I find it very harmful to that cause, but that's just my opinion, and my opinion in this situation, at least, I don't think really matters that much. But I see a lot of people calling out negative reactions from atheists towards this conversion. And I just have to tell you guys that I think that that's stupid. I think that we should have a negative reaction towards any conversion. And I've always had negative reactions towards conversions. Sassy Heathen back in the day, she converted back into Christianity. She started with trying to convert into paganism. I thought that was stupid. She converted back into Christianity. I thought that was stupid. And I just didn't associate with her much after that. Not saying that she's a bad human being, but I'm trying to normalize atheism. I'm not trying to give theism some credibility. But outside of yesterday, I haven't mentioned this or talked about this at all. I've been fairly disconnected from the online communities. This morning, I see a kid on my Facebook page, I think he's like 15, Elmo Aldo Jr., thinks he's some kind of philosophical theist that likes to have philosophical conversations with atheists, talking about this and talking about how, Justin's this great dude, and I'm sure he is. I don't know the guy well. I don't have anything bad to say about him. But pretty much essentially how it's wrong for people to be calling him out. And I didn't even go on there, and I wasn't being mean. I just said, he had made some kind of comment about, this debates, and I simply said that this community is about normalizing atheism. It's not a debate, it's a fight. Well, Elmo took some issue with that and got butthurt and really sensitive. And he said, fight? ? And if you think that way, you can just block me. For one, son, I'm not the sensitive one that's butthurt right here over a pure and simple statement about how normalizing atheism is a fight, and it is a fight. It's a political fight. So I'm not the one that needs to do the blocking here, Elmo. That would be your sensitive little ass. And he did, after I pretty much told him that I get two shits about his opinion, and that, he could call me rage. It is perfectly acceptable for atheists not to accept some bullshit reasoning for a conversion into a religion that you were supposed to be fighting against, into a religion that is anti-progression, a religion that has so much baggage that comes along with it. Atheists can call you out for that. That's not being rude. It's not. That's called being held to account. Especially, as far as I understand, it was the Kalam cosmological argument that led this atheist into his conversion. I'm sorry, people can not like that. People cannot like that. I'm sorry. You made that decision. That's gonna happen. So needless to say, I was blocked just because I simply said, hey, this is a fight. This isn't a debate. And when you look at it as a debate, like this is some debatable position, the existence of a God that you cannot prove, that you have really no fucking reason to believe in, you lost. You've granted too much ground already. You know, I am an agnostic atheist, and I think that there's some confusion there. So let me point it out to you. I do not think a single God exists. I'm just reasoned and honest enough to tell you that I can't prove that. And I don't have to prove that. Because in order for me to believe in something's existence, I need evidence for that. And if you can't supply me with that evidence, then I have no reason to believe that or even take your argumentation seriously.
All right, so I have it pulled up, and this is the best one that I could find on here, where it just have the premises just laid out plainly. Premise 1 of Gazelli's reasoning involves whatever begins to exist has a cause of its beginning. Premise 2, the universe began to exist. Premise 3, therefore, a universe had a cause for its beginning.
Now, I didn't watch this whole stream. You know, maybe Justin would go on to tell you why this is such a dumb argument. But from what I've seen, as he laid out these arguments, there was nothing there that would suggest that these arguments are stupid, that these arguments are very, very dumb. Nothing there. And as an atheist, if you're normalizing atheism and you're going to be bringing out this argument, in my opinion, you should go at it against it. But Justin now is not an atheist. He's a Muslim. And there was nothing, no combating of this premises. And let's start with that first premise, because it's completely fucked. Whatever begins to exist has a cause of its beginning. That premise I do not accept. Give me evidence of that. Because we live in a world where there's some things we have no evidence for a cause for its beginning, including that world that we live on. We have no reason to believe anything created that world or that there was a cause behind that outside of gravity bringing dust particles together, and that's just what the universe does. And then you get to your third premise, therefore the universe has a cause of its beginning. The universe exists, therefore it has a cause of its beginning. We know that the universe exists. We do not know that it has a cause of its beginning. You assume that. You speculate that, but you have absolutely no fucking evidence of that. As an atheist, I would combat that immediately. I would put that out and I would tell you straight up, this is a stupid fucking argument. We live in a world where there's plenty of things that men have not caused to exist. Almost every animal on this world, men had nothing to do with their existence. We didn't create that. We didn't see its creation. We have a better understanding of evolution. We have a better understanding of how these things got here. But a cause of its existence? No, we have observable evidence that plenty of things on this world alone doesn't have a cause for its existence. Hell, what cause for our existence as humanity is there? Outside of fucking this world up. So when you have somebody that position themselves as a warrior in this battle, somebody that's going to represent atheism, somebody that's going to represent normalizing atheism, which is a fight, and then that person converts, well, atheists should take issue with that. Atheists should try to understand that. Atheists don't have to be nice about that. Being a humanist isn't about being nice, it's about seeing humans for what they really are. So this whole notion that you somehow have to be respectful of this bullshit, I mean, you can just go fuck yourself with that. But now I want to focus on the name change, right? Like, because that's funny. That's funny. And I'm sorry, I'm going to talk shit about that. And it might be hard to see. I'm going to try to zoom in on it for you guys. But Justin changed his name to Khalil Allah and has Justin in parentheses now. I'm sorry, dude, but you're Justin. I accepted a name change ceremony back when I was an actual Native American spiritualist, and I took on my Native American name, Nakasuchi, and I still use it as a nickname. But I always had my real name. I never lost my identity. I never had to be something else. And changing your name to Khalil Allah when you were the Empathetic Atheist and you still call your show the Empathetic Atheist Show? I'm sorry, but atheists have every right to take issue with that. Every right to take issue with that, especially if you're serious about the cause of normalizing atheism. But, I don't know Justin that well. I was on his show one time. He seems like a really nice dude, really smart when it comes to the philosophy. But that's his issue. That's his problem, in my opinion, because he opened himself up to these bullshit arguments that have no basis in reality. There's nothing in that Kalam cosmological argument that would change me and what I see with my eyes. But I have nothing bad to say about the guy. But I will defend the atheists. I will defend this movement. I will talk about how goddamn important this movement is, and it's too important for you to play around with it, Khalil Allah. Because I give two shits about your reasoning. I only care about the religion you now claim as your own. A religion that I proudly fight against. This is a fight. This is a fight that I'm not going to win in my lifetime. This is a fight that might not be won in the next lifetime or the next after that. This is a fight that has to continue, and we have to be vigilant. And that means we don't have to accept your bullshit reasoning for joining a bullshit religion that we don't not only believe in, but fundamentally disagree with the politics of, with the influence they have, the theocracies they've borne, the human rights violations, the othering that comes along with it. We can have an issue with that, especially when you took so much time pretending to be one of us. So there, I went and I talked some shit. Now you guys have a reason to be all pissy with me about it. But I'll always defend atheism. I'll defend the lack of belief. I'll defend the movement we're fighting for here. And give two fucks about what you think about it. Want to thank my patrons. You guys are the shit. I am brimming with ideas. I am getting back at it. Today, I'm planning on making 3 videos. I'm going to go ahead and put this one out today because everybody's talking about it. But I'm getting back at it. Patreon is going to be booming. Thank you, patrons. I love you. And if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, all that jazz. Share me on your social media. YouTube doesn't like me. I'm the Raging Atheist, so the only way the channel's really going to grow is by you guys telling other people about me. So if you enjoy the content, hit that thumbs up and share me around. And it's been a long hiatus. I haven't really been doing much here. But I promise I'm going to see you soon.